I'd like to have you watch and not talk. Art by accident. I want to teach you a new word. The word is serendipity. What does serendipity mean? Heidi, since you have heard it before.
I've heard it, but I don't know. It's not
like fate or something.
Chances
not quite.
of things happening, kind of. Yeah.
A chance happening.
I do.
She is brilliant.
It's in the movie.
Okay. Serendipity is a happy accident. A lot of times you plan things and they don't turn out. Sometimes you plan things and they do turn out. In serendipity, you don't plan something, but it turns out just wonderful. And so that's called a happy accident. And a happy accident means what, Dustin? What's the new word for it?
Serendipity.
Serendipity. So this project is a lot about serendipity, which allows for accidental happenings. We're going to start with water and a sponge. We don't want it to be extra, we don't want it to be really, really, really wet, but it should be quite wet. And we're going to wet the piece of paper.
It's not good for it.
So it's thoroughly,
It's going to get wet.
it is already wet right now.
It went to bed.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got a bunch of colors here.
Out of the threes.
We got a bunch of colors here.
That's green.
Here's one thing I'm going to warn you about.
It's green.
If you put too much color on,
It's gross.
you will mess it up.
You get brown.
You have to put just the right amount on and try not to get it too. Watch what happens.
Dude.
You see, it's wet,
Yeah.
and this is sort of fluid. And what happens is that there's an accidental happening. I'm not going to be thinking about landscape. I'm not going to be thinking about animals. I'm not going to be thinking about flowers. I'm going to be thinking about making beautiful accidents. Okay, what happens if I put red and green?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You made an accident.
It's blue.
That reminds me of Christmas. I don't think I want to go there.
It's what?
I'll try a little orange in there.
Like the colors in pocket.
And there's different things you can do.
Hanukkah.
Okay, what you want to do is watch. You want to watch what you're doing. You don't want to just have your hand squirting things without thinking, because sometimes the effect is not as good as if you would. Whoa! Watch what happens. I applied no pressure whatsoever. I did not squeeze this. Only a little turn, and a lot came out. Whoa! Explooged. Okay, now what can you do?
You made a mess. Tip it.
Okay, you can tip it. You can let it run a little bit.
Oh, if it's by accident.
Well, you could, but this is where you play with it a little bit.
Someone spooged. You should put some purple in it.
I should put some purple in it. I'll tell you what, when you do yours, you can put purple in it.
I don't like purple.
Hi, Troy.
Is it okay if I put some of each
What
color?
if we want pink?
Now did I tell you that this is a project in 2 parts?
What?
It's got 2 parts. The first part is an accident, and that's easy. A dumb person, a dolt, a slow person,
You guys can do that.
a yabo could do that.
Not using
Okay.
the axe, definitely that would hurt.
Now I'm not going to use it.
Yellow.
I'm not going to use every color. Should I try a little
Yeah.
yellow?
Yeah. Yellow me.
Yellow.
It'll make it green though, because the
Mustard.
Throw some turd on them. It's brown. Ah, it's mustard.
Try in the green
Now sometimes dark colors against light colors produces what is called what?
mixture.
Serendipity.
A dark color against the light color?
Negative, positive.
It's called contrast. If you have all dark colors, you don't have contrast.
Dude,
We're talking about design.
She said clash.
All dark colors, it could be too little contrast. So you want to go for some colors that are,
You just use
whoa, that's a little darker kind of blue. It's pretty. Ooh,
Oh, splooge!
smooge. Now you get about as much time as I took, which is about.
Limit your conversation.
Okay, we're done. I'm not going to put too much on. This will be then part 1 of a 2-part project. The second part is when it's all dry, and you will put some details in there and invent something that you discover. You carry it tight, flat, you move it carefully, cross, 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 and you put it on the shelf to dry.
Will they dry today?
They will not be totally dry during this class period. Okay, what you're going to do, if you guys want privileges on Thursday, don't talk. Okay, you're going to have 2 projects done today, 2 wet on wet. Everybody who is number 1, raise your hand. All ones? Stand over
There. 1,
there.
2, 3.
Ones are here.
I'll just stand here. 2.
Line up.
I'm already here.
Person with the closest birthday to January's 1st.
I'm January 9th.
You're going to have to share the colors that are there. All 4 numbers will have to wait on an orange if the orange is being used. Okay, only the people that are working have paper down. Nobody else has paper down. Okay, get started, everybody. I'm going to do a little video.
No one else has paper now.
You want it wet enough so that it flows, but not so wet that it just looks like it's drowned.
Yeah, there you go. Start waking it.
Perfect.
Onion.
Get messy.
Give it the onion like Moose says.
The purple's Mickey Mouse.
Where?
We want contrast. We don't necessarily need every color. The demo.
The grand finale.
Okay, watch over here. Don't work fast. Watch what you do, and that way you have some control.
Nice.
Only one person's working at a time. Are you number 4? Then you wait until he's done.
It's beautiful. That's true.
This is called Art by Accident. We're doing happy accidents.
That was a happy accident.
Oh, I do that across them.
Done. Are you done?
Okay, you can put that on place to dry now.
Let's blow her. Is that your second or
We don't need two-handed work. Technique is something we're not necessarily looking for here in squirting. But that's beautiful. You did a beautiful job. Okay, when you are done,
Oh, hey.
it's going to dry, and it will look like this. This is before.
Yeah.
Before. This was beautiful. This was very nice. But it's not describing anything.